So we're about halfway through this absolute power event, and for Failsafe to be so important, we haven't really seen him. We heard about him. People have talked about him a lot, but haven't really seen him. That changes today. My name is Dorian. This is SCM Comics. We are continuing our coverage of Absolute Power with Task Force 7, number 4. So the story starts off in Gotham City, and we have Voodoo, and she is running in a maze. As we turn to the next page, we see that maze is the Maze of Owls. Shout out to Scott Steiner and Greg Capullo. But she's not alone, because as we see from the shadow on her face, Failsafe is also there. And he win, no matter what. And then we cut to the conference room of the Maze of Owls, where we see Nightwing, Robin, Tim Drake, not Damian, Ray, and Miss Martian. And they got a bunch of weapons around them. So the Ray and Miss Martian have been depowered, and Nightwing and Robin have been trying to teach them how to shoot, which is crazy because, you know, the whole no guns policy with the Bat family, but they do still know how to shoot. Now, it's really hard for Miss Martian because she's used to moving things with her mind. The Ray, he's just, I don't know. He's like, nope, this is foreign to me and I don't like guns. But it's Miss Martian who loses control of her sword and almost stabs Nightwing in the head with it. So now McGann just feels like she's going to kill one of her teammates accidentally, and she pretty much starts to break down. Nightwing has to let her know that she's not going to do that. She would die before she would let something like that happen. So he brings it back around because Nightwing is probably the best leader DC has when it comes to his superheroes. That's including Superman. And before anybody brings up Batman, do we have to bring up Tower of Babel? I mean, Tower of Babel is the reason why Failsafe is even here and giving the superhero fits. And speaking of Failsafe, he's pretty much giving Voodoo fits. I mean, Voodoo's doing what she can, but you gotta remember, Failsafe beats Superman twice. So before he does whatever he's about to do to Voodoo, all of a sudden a door opens up from above. Nightwing comes down, puts something on Failsafe's neck, and grabs Voodoo. As we can see, it's some plastic explosives, and it blows up right on the back of his neck. So Tim Drake throws more plastic explosive at Failsafe, and Ray and McGann pretty much are busting shots at him like they're 1930s gangsters with Tommy guns. So McGann, with her forearms, gets in close. She's busting shots with her top arms, and with her bottom arms, she got the Jesse the Body Ventura special off of Predator. That's right. She got the Gatling gun 50 cal. Payback time. So all of a sudden, it's like Failsafe just heard something in his head, like, I'm so hood, and breaks the two top arms of McGann, and everybody's now looking like, oh sh**, except for Nightwing. Nightwing rushes in there, kicks him, and Failsafe's like, do you know who I am? And just tosses Nightwing away. So Ray comes in there, he just starts capping. Failsafe grabs him, throws him into the wall, and this pretty much does a back fist to Tim Drake. And I expected him to just be like, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? So the Nightwing's like, have you looked in the mirror? Like, we pretty much did all kinds of damage to you. And Failsafe's like, oh, give me a second. Reaches back, all of a sudden, self-repair, just like the other Amazos. So now we switch to Gamora Island, which that's where Amanda Wallace Supermax is. And we see one of the guards leave the elongated man's cell, and he beat the bejesus out of him with a metal pole. See, elongated man has been done dirty ever since Identity Crisis, which, I mean, everybody says like that's a bad story. One day we're going to cover on the channel, and if you never heard the story, I'll let you come up with your own decision as far as that goes. But you should definitely read the story and come up with your own conclusions. But yeah, he got done dirty in that story, and he's been getting done dirty ever since. So the real reason why we're here is because Steve Trevor is undercover. He's in one of the guard costumes or guard uniforms, and he's pretty much trying to find out what the hell's going on. And I guess the supervillains have been getting treated a hell of a lot worse than the superheroes have. And they're being made to pretty much build something, which when we turn the page, it looks like a Stargate to me. Like, where they're going to like transform somewhere to like another universe or something like that. I mean, that's not how they get around in DC Universe. You know what? Let me just stop. Anyway, now we switch back to Gotham City. McGann's laying on the ground with her arms broke. Nightwing's doing what he can. He throws one of his extremist sticks. Failsafe blocks it, knocks out the light, and now they're in the dark. So Nightwing's pretty much doing what he can, but again, this is Failsafe. So, and Failsafe is pretty much telling him no, that The reason why their methods don't work is because they fail to adapt. The reason why his methods working is because obviously he's been adapted. When I'm talking about that, we're pretty much talking about how Batman fights crime and not how Failsafe fights crime. You see, Batman stops criminals, throws them in Arkham, and then hopes they reform. They don't. They get out. They do the same thing. Failsafe stops criminals, throws them to his own prison. They never leave. They never get out. But McGann is not done. She pretty much runs into Failsafe. He grabs her by the neck, talking about, no, your good intentions are only going to get you but so far. Tim Drake pretty much knocked out, but his explosive has pretty much came out of his bag, or maybe McGann took it out of his bag. Something happened. Either way it goes, they go off and they pretty much create a hole in the ground, which the others use to pretty much get away. And now it's just McGann and Failsafe. So Voodoo's helping out Nightwing from the river. Nightwing's like, he better not do anything to McGann, because otherwise I'm gonna break into that prison and I'm gonna rip him from limb to limb. I'm like, come on now, this is Failsafe. Again, this is the robot that beat Superman twice. Plus he thinks he's Batman, and when it comes to Batman, all Batman does is